we're ready for tonight's Comet Hockey Hall of Fame ceremony. Let's send it down to ice level where Chuck Bailey will MC tonight's inductions.
who I met as she was a G girl actually, sorry about that day, but I broke one common rule, area, so what comes out the wash. My mom, who's the most caring woman that I've ever met, do anything for her friends and family, taught me how to care about people. And my dad, who's my best friend and my hero. And Dad, I never told you this, but I sit right on that bench before every game, and I look up into the family section and made sure you were there. And it gave me a sense of safety and a feeling that to always know that you were there in my corner. And at the end of the day, all I've ever had to do was work hard and be surrounded by really great people. And I mean this when I say it. I just wanted to embody what it meant to be a 4-point Comet, and I wanted to emulate the characteristics of all those that have supported me throughout my career. And I worked hard on this ice to never let you down, because you never let me down. Thank you. We have another Indiana native to the Komets Hall of Fame tonight. A huge Comet fan since he first heard the golden tones of Bob Chase on WOWO radio many years ago. He was so captivated by the voice of the Komets in the fall game, he decided to put all of that at the stadium, one of the best hockey play-by-play announcers ever. Among his numerous awards, he's collected the NHL's Mr. Patrick Award, the first to receive the award over the Media Award, and the Foster Hero Memorial Award by the Hockey Hall of Fame. He's also won 6 National Emmy Awards. He was also the first member of the media to be inducted into the United States Hockey Hall of Fame. We honor him tonight for his passion for the game of ice hockey, and specifically his passion for the Fort Wayne Komets. Yes, his career as a world-class broadcaster started right here in Indiana, and it's become a delight for hockey fans and has lost the nation. And his relationship with his mentor Bob Chase, which began on that cold winter night in 1960, right here at the Memorial Coliseum, lasted decades until Bob's passing. He was a Comet fan from the start, and has become the greatest ambassador of minor league hockey during his storied national broadcast career of the NHL and NBC. He's an icon of pro hockey, professionalism in broadcasting, and really just an all-around great dude. Tonight, we're on the place of the Fort Wayne Komets Hockey Hall of Fame, class of 2020, Mike, Doc, and Rick. Thanks to Coach Ruben and the K-Wings for being because of all these years, there are only 7 hockey names that are older than this crowd. They are the original 6. And in the American Hockey League, the Hershey Bears, in Denver, are 4 ways on us.
And there you have it. The Hall of Fame for the Fort Wayne Komets just added 2 members. Mike Doc Emmerich and Kaylee Schrock are now enshrined in the Komet Hall of Fame. We'll be joined by both of those guys in the booth here during the first and second intermissions this evening. Well, we got a hockey game to play. The Komets and Kalamazoo coming up. We'll take a break. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WOWO.
Cheer on your hometown team, the Fort Wayne Komets, throughout the season with your hometown dealer.
Big City Cars on Lima Road.
The only dealer to give you up to $5,555 more than your...
Kalamazoo. Again, the starters for the Komets: Dylan Ferguson, Gabriel Verpass, Mason Bergh, Matthew Bowden, Sean Szydlowski, and Anthony Petruzzelli.
Well, we played them 13 times. We've won 9, lost 4. And this is the final, the 14th game we play them. And there's no reason why we don't come out hungry against this team. And as you said, let's get the first goal.
And the puck comes into the Komet zone. Here's Dylan Ferguson going down into the corner. It's going to go up along the far side, drop it into the corner. Kalamazoo has got the puck now below the goal line. It's spin up along the far boards. It's going to be held in by the wings. That'll be Ganley. Here's a quick shot that is going to be blocked, and it goes into the corner. Komets after it up along the near side. They try and scoot it up along the wall. Sean Szydlowski gives it a jab. He'll get it loose, and the Komets have got it. Here's Anthony Petruzzelli on the far side. He'll knock it in on Hildebrand. He'll kick it aside, and it goes down into the corner. To the blue line we come. Round right in front of that. Here's a shot. Hildebrand the save. Rebound goes along the far side, and now the Wings have got a chance as they busted down the right side. Tanner Sorensen coming across. Shot. Save made. Rebound is in the back of the net.
Rebound off the goaltender, come right out. The defense didn't have any chance to do anything about it. Rebound came right back to the Kalamazoo player that took the original shot, and he one-timed it past Ferguson before anybody could move.
And Dylan Ferguson lets in the first shot of the game.
That came at the 48-second mark. Kalamazoo on the board early, and that's not what we wanted to see.
So it's 1-0 Kalamazoo, not even a minute into this one.
Yep, Ferguson played his last game the other night here, won against Wheeling, and was very sharp in that game. So they scored early on him then. Let's hopefully this goes.
And now we're going to drop the gloves.
Who wants this?
We're coming out to center ice.
Wilson,
Here is Haas and Wilson. They go right at it. Look at Haas with a one shot to Wilson. Now he's jamming away at the head. Now they lock up. Haas is going to knock him down. And he goes to the ice. Remember, these two had a little bit of a history. Last time these two teams played here in the Coliseum, they went at the end of the game, and Haas took a suspension. Now he goes into the box.
Well, Wilson, not that big of a guy, 5'10", 180 pounds. Haas, one of the bigger guys around, and he's had quite a few penalties, 6'2", 195 pounds. And he got a couple of pretty good haymakers off on him.
So they'll each go off 5 for fighting. So we'll stay 5 on 5.
Pretty clean right there. They break and everything, go to the penalty box. 5 for fighting each of them. Let's get back to the game.
Kalamazoo up 1-0. 50 seconds in this game has gone by, and the Komets go along the far side. Here's Henry, spin it around up along the near boards. Komets keep it in. Backhander is going to go down into the corner. The Wings with the puck. It's banked off the wall, and the Wings try and go off the side of the cage now, back behind the net. It is Ganley trying to get it to Kyle Blaney, and Ganley goes along the far side. He runs into McKenzie. Now centering play by the Komets goes high and back up along the left side. Adam Henry with a chance. It goes around the wall. Back up along the far side. Ganley is going for it up along that wall. He is pinched off the play by McKenzie. Now it comes up to the blue line, and now it will be fished out of there by the Wings. Left side they come across. Here is Fairley. He lost the handle on it. Comes up to the blue line. Held in for a moment. Now they turn it back. Kovacs on the right side. Going in on Adam Henry. He goes deep into the corner. Henry is going to take it off his stick. It goes along the far side. Now here's Morrison. Brad Morrison for the Komets. He'll enter the zone. Skips over
offside.
the blue line. And offside will be the call.
Morrison tried a little dipsy-doodle move at the blue line, but he threw his winger offside. That'll kill the play and bring it outside the zone on an offside. Minute we've played so far going into the second. Komets down 1. First shot on goal.
Face-off just outside the Kalamazoo blue line. Near face-off dot. Here's A.J. Jenks to take the draw. And it goes all the way back into the Komet zone. Skating back for it as Gabriel Verpass goes along the far side. And Verpass will give it up, going over onto the right wing, trying to hit Drake Rimsha. Now it goes back to Peshtig. Peshtig is going to get it taken off his stick. It goes into the corner.
Coming up.
And let's see who this is going to go on. Peshtig was wrapped up with his man, and they both went down up along the near side. Him and Garrett Ross got tangled up.
Yeah, everybody looking around to see who got it. Nobody knows who got it. Nobody's going to the penalty box.
Oh, that was
Kalamazoo.
It was Sanford who went down.
Okay.
So it is a penalty against Kalamazoo. It's a Catalyst Fitness power play. Yep. Catalyst Fitness now with 3 Fort Wayne locations.
Had 4 power plays last night. We're shut out in Cincinnati, so they need that to work. Good chance for it here right now.
Face-off will be to the right of Hildebrand. Komets still the number 1 power play unit in the league. And it doesn't start off well here. The puck is going to come all the way down to Ferguson. Ferguson will stop it, and the Komets have got the puck. Here's Henry, going to veer off to his right, cuts across the line, goes down into the corner, takes Ganley with him. Now Rimsha sends it up along the far side. Komets lock it up along the far boards on a power play. Here's a shot. It is blocked, and it goes below the goal line. Flipped into the corner. St-Amant gives it a poke, and up along the near side it comes. It will be St-Amant working it. Comes up top of the circle, now to the blue line. Here is Henry eyeing a shot, gives it over. Here's one, and a save made by Hildebrand. Back up top of the blue line. It's Adam Henry trying to go down low into the corner. Brady Shaw after it on the far side. Sends it around the wall, and the Wings get there.
They dump it.
Backhand it out of the zone. Henry going back into the Komet zone. Komets still 1:05 left on the power play as St-Amant handles the puck. Over on the far boards, it will come across Łyszczarczyk to Morrison. Morrison lost an edge. Yep, and the puck is going to find its way back into the Komet zone. Komets with the puck, still 48 seconds to go on the power play. Sean Szydlowski will send it in. Komets going in after it. Łyszczarczyk sends it around the boards, goes behind the net looking for Jenks, and the Komets can't keep it in. Wings with the puck in their own zone. Here's Tho with it.
Komets on power play still.
Still 30 seconds to go on the man advantage. It's sent all the way around here in the Komet zone. Comes along the near wall. And now the Komets have it. Got time for another break. Here is 20 seconds left to go on the power play. Komets come down the middle of the ice. Bowden's trying to skate through everybody. And the Wings easily take it away from him. And they clear the length of the ice. Be stopped by Ferguson.
One rush. Here we go. One big rush.
5 seconds to go. They try and go down the middle of the ice. Little home run pass, but it is going to fall onto the tape of Hildebrand. Mason Bergh snuck in behind the D. They couldn't hit him, and that gets us down to 1 second to go in the power play.
Yeah, he got a stick on it. Was able to deflect it into the zone. Eliminated the offside, but was not able to control the pass. Got all the way down to Hildebrand. He held on, forcing the face-off in his own zone with 1 second in the power play.
Face off to the left of Hildebrand.
Chance for a shot here if you get a clean draw.
And here's the drop. Quick shot and a save made by Hildebrand. It was Bergh.
Bergh coming from his off wing, cut across behind the circle. Good draw made by the Komets. Good shot on net. Again, Hildebrand, another save. 5 shots on goal by the Komets.
Hildebrand has seen the Komets a lot this year. 2-4-1 in 7 games played. Grimshaw will take the face-off. Maybe not. He'll get kicked out. Bergh will come in. Now Bergh might get kicked out.
Well, everybody's trying to jump the face-off.
And we finally get a drop to the blue line. Redicop will move it to the right side. And here's Bergh with a shot. Just missed it wide. It's going to rim all the way out. Now on the right side, here comes Fairley coming across the line. Got a man with him. Snaps it off, and a save made by Ferguson.
Good save there, all by himself.
And the puck is going to get loose into the Kalamazoo zone. Canlis over on the far side. Petruzzelli will dish it in, and it goes behind the net. Back over onto the left wing. And it's Fairley. Now Kalamazoo having trouble getting out of their zone. It comes off the half wall, now back into the Comet end. Here's Redicop with it, but that is going to be
high stick, offside. That'll bring it back outside the Comet zone.
Face-off is going to be, in the neutral zone. 15-10 to go here in the first period. Kalamazoo got on the board in the first minute here tonight.
Ferguson actually made the first save, then the rebound went in on a nice rebound pass.
Puck comes down on Ferguson. He'll knock it aside, and it goes onto the near boards. McKenzie sends it around the wall. Wings step up along the far boards. And it comes up top, over onto the left side. Here's Edmondson. He'll trickle it into the corner. And Garrett Ross goes behind the net. Runs into Peshnig. Peshnig and Henry trying to get the puck out of there, but it comes out. Edmondson with a shot. It's blocked, and it comes to the near side post. They try and wrap it around. Ferguson kicked it out of there with the leg, and now the Komets trying to rush up the ice to the center line. Now they come across right side. St-Amant in on Hildebrand. Shot, and a save made, and Hildebrand will hang on to it.
Yeah. It was a bad angle shot by St-Amant, but he got it on the net. Hildebrand fought it a bit, but was able to hold on to it, keep it out of the net as all players jump in the corner there.
Peshnig has got
a few words
Diamond
to say.
Tony in a headlock.
Yeah, a few words to say to each other. Dirty looks. Face-off will stay in the Kalamazoo zone.
Kalamazoo certainly needs these points. They are in the conversation for that fourth and final playoff spot in the Central Division after that win last night against Wheeling.
Yeah. Well, we definitely needed a win after the loss last night in Cincinnati. We can't lose pace of staying up with Toledo and Cincinnati for that playoff spot.
Face-off will come outside of the Kalamazoo line. So A.J. Jenks will take the face-off. It will be Jenks and Justin Taylor. And the puck goes back to Redicop. He'll put over to the far side to Bowdens. He'll swipe it around the wall. Comes down into the corner. And the Komets come up with it, but can't control it. Was Łyszczarczyk. And now back come the Wings on the far side. Bowdens will step up. Bowdens of playing defense here tonight. Puck squirts loose to the center line, and it'll be tossed into the Komet zone. Coming down into the corner, it is Matt Bowdens. Bowdens goes into the corner with it. Does not come out with it, and now it comes up top of the blue line. Sorensen pitches around into the corner. Now Jenks trying to get there. They center it. Oh, bad pass.
Down the ice.
Going to go all the way down to Hildebrand. The Wings with the puck here. Big crowd on hand here on Hall of Fame induction night. Komets trying to get the crowd going here as Mason Bergh going to go behind the net. He tries to wrap it around, and Hildebrand shut the door to the blue line. Trickled into the corner goes Sean Szydlowski. Szydlowski gets a little bit of help out there from Mason Bergh. Gets tangled up in the corner, and now it pops loose. Komets with it on the near side. Here is Bergh trying to get away from some pressure. Gets it down into the corner. And now Sean Szydlowski gets tangled up with Tho. And now Petruzzelli. He'll take it away from him. Petruzzelli on the left side. Skates with it. Trying to get some space. Gets it back to Bergh up along the near boards. Now it's dropped into the corner. Here is Petruzzelli. Going to go back behind the net. He tries to wrap it around. Petruzzelli's second chance. Hildebrand the save.
Whacking at it.
Back behind the net. Back into the corner. Komets with it. Komets possess the puck. They go
Another
behind the
circle.
net. Here's a shot by Verpass. Did not get in. It went off the side of the net. Now back into the corner. Up along the near side, it's Petruzzelli. Petruzzelli getting loose. Centers it. Shot.
Missed the net.
Missed wide. Komets with a wide open shot there. And it was missed. Now the puck is cleared, but the Komets
Jump in,
hustle
good
on back.
forechecking. Go after him, guys.
And they'll flip it in. It goes behind the net. Here's Tho. He'll hand it off to Corey Dunn back behind the net. Dunn will set up in his own end. He gets some room for himself, banks it off the wall. Goes to Tanner Sorensen. He'll chop it into the Komet zone. And back it goes to Peshnig. Peshnig behind the net goes along the far side. And the Komets get into neutral territory. And back it goes into the Kalamazoo zone. Here's Catalyst on the left side. He'll flip it forward. Going to go down off the end wall. Back behind the net. Redicom, first one down there for the Komets. 2 white jerseys on him as it goes into the corner for Brett McKenzie. McKenzie on the far boards. Banks it off the side. It goes to Brady Shaw. Shaw cross ring pass. Has a man on the right wing. It is Redicom. Oh, it came in and it's poke checked away. Right out in front. It rolls and it will be picked up by Hildebrandt. So the Wings lead it 1-0 here in the first period. 11:41 to go. We'll take a break. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
Hello, this is head coach Ben Boudreau. I'm the guy responsible when your Komets are in need of repair, new parts, or maybe just a quick inspection. When it comes to vehicles, I turn to the pros at Ace Radiator on Coliseum Boulevard in Fort Wayne. Ace Radiator has spent decades keeping Fort Wayne rolling with time-tested service and repair. Ace's certified technicians have more than 80 years of experience providing expert sales and service for radiators, heaters, coolers, and air conditioners. Sometimes you just have to make the call. 800-288-7964. That's Ace Radiator. 800-288-7964.
WOWO and WMEE HD2 Fort Wayne on 1190 AM, 107.5 FM. Depend on it.
When you need an ER, where do you turn? At Lutheran Health Network, we are ER. We are here for you with 8 convenient hospital locations throughout the region. We are the only area ER with online check-in. Save your spot in line online. To learn more, visit lutheranhealth.net/weareer. Patients are seen in order of severity, therefore your spot may not be guaranteed. In case of a life-threatening emergency, call 911.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn.
Puck comes up to the blue line off a face-off in the Kalamazoo zone.
Komets.
Shot and a save made by Hildebrandt. Comes out to the center line, bouncing puck. Sanford will get it into the Komet zone, back behind the net. Komets have got it. It will be A.J. Jenks going to Rimsha. Rimsha will move it forward. And coming out of the zone, it's flipped forward off the stick of Verpass and back. The Wings possess it left side. Diamond Tony gets it across the line. Sanford coming across, shot, and just missed it wide. Back on the far boards. It's snagged by Downs, but he can't control it. Comes to Diamond Tony. He sends it back to the point, and the Wings
Shot
with
from
it.
the point.
Here's a drive and a save made by Ferguson. Far boards. Here is Jenks with it. Jenks tries to pass it forward, goes off his skate. Wings still have it. Up along the far side. Coming down low at Sanford.
Take a man, guys. Take a man and play the body.
Diamond Tony will switch spots with him. He's got the puck. Comes all the way up top of the blue line. Diamond Tony over. Here's the drive. That's going to go wide. And now back on the near side. Pumped off the glass. And now knocked away. And it comes up into the blue line, but not out. The Wings keep it in. Come down, up along the near side. Here's a centering play. Shot save made by
Ferguson.
Ferguson.
Good save.
Got the right leg on it, and he'll hang on to it.
Kalamazoo, good forechecking all the way around. Kept the Komets in trouble. They finally got it to an open man. A quick shot. Ferguson got the left leg out, made a heck of a save, and was able to grab the rebound and kill the play. That's his best of the game right there. Ferguson playing well.
1-0 Kalamazoo. 10:25 to go in the first. And the face-off to the right of Ferguson. Here's Taylor. We'll take the face-off. Comes up top of the blue line. Here's throw with a shot. And a save made by Ferguson. Oh, just walked right in there. And now it's peeled up along the near side. Comes up to the blue line. Sorensen keeps it in. And it goes behind the net. Here's Haas up along the far boards. Komets kick it out, goes all the way to the center line, and the Wings have it again. Though will toss it in, goes behind the net, stopping the puck is Ferguson. Ferguson goes along the far side, it bounces around, goes back into the corner, and Haas in after it for the Komets. Set around by Peshnig. Now on the near boards. Here's Szydlowski. He'll play it ahead. It's going to bounce into the Kalamazoo zone. Goes down into the corner. And Ganley is there. He moves it back the other way. And it's Justin Taylor. Taylor with it. Toss it into the Komet zone. Goes down into the corner. Now here's a shot that goes off the side of the cage. Now the Komets will grab it and they head back the other direction. Here's Petruzzelli coming across the line. He'll flip it in. Goes to Hildebrandt. Jabs at it with the blocker. Comes up top of the blue line. Here's Henry. Here's a wrister and a save.
Hildebrandt again.
Right into the glove of Hildebrandt.
Yeah, had no chance of doing anything with it. Henry got the puck on the point. He was waiting for the screen in front, but had to let the quick wrist shot go. Otherwise, he would have been checked. Hildebrandt made the save.
Face-off will be to the left of Hildebrandt. 9:23 to go in the first. Komets down by a goal. McKenzie will take the face-off. McKenzie, 17 points against the Wings this season, 5 goals and 12 assists. Can't win that face-off, though. As it's sent into the Komet zone, goes down into the corner. Kyle Blaney there for Kalamazoo. Into the corner, knocked around. Now back up along the near side here in the Komet zone. Scrum up along the near side. Ganley will move it up along the far boards. It'll come across the line. Brady Shaw with it, gets bumped from behind. He lost the puck, and now the Wings re-enter the zone. Here's a shot, save made, and poked out of there by Ferguson. Back behind the net, it is McKenzie. McKenzie on the far side, flips it to St-Amant, and coming across the line, here come the Komets on the far boards. Here's Brady Shaw. Oh, he had a man in front. It was McKenzie, couldn't get it to him.
There's a
shot.
shot.
To the blue line. Here's Bowden's winding up. No, he goes down low to McKenzie. McKenzie sits on it for a second. Shot is blocked. Back into the corner goes McKenzie. St-Amant will wrestle it away, goes up along the near side. St-Amant lost it to Kyle Blaney, and Blaney has got it for Kalamazoo. Sends it to the center line where it's intercepted by St-Amant. They'll come across. Here's McKenzie with a shot. It is blocked. And the Wings not giving the Komets much leeway there in front of the net.
They're checking pretty hard right now. Good defensive hockey.
Puck comes back into the Kalamazoo zone. Here's Tho moving it back. Sanford quickly up along the right side and coming into the Komet zone. Ferguson will stop it. Backhander up along the near side. And it will be Matt Bowden's picking it up. He goes back behind the net. Goes along the far side. Now it's feathered forward. Come to the center line. Knocked away. Rimsha. He's got it. Coming across. Here's Rimsha with a wrister. And it whistles wide. All the way out it goes. Komets back on their own end. Here's Peshnig. Going over on the far side. Peshnig with it again. Back on the near wing. And Peshnig moves it ahead. Goes off the stick of Jenks, and Hildebrandt will come out. He'll make a play on it. And it goes down into the corner. Sent ahead off of a blade of a stick back into the Komet zone. And it will be an icing on Kalamazoo. And that is a Just Cream Ice Cream Boutique icing call. Never settle for just one scoop at Just Cream Ice Cream Boutique on DuPont Road.
The line changed by the Komets. Szydlowski on the ice right now. His forward line up there. Face off a beat to the right of Hildebrandt. With 7:21 to go in the period. Komets still down 1. Out shooting him 10-8, but down by 1.
Bergh will take the face-off. Puck is dropped. Corey Dunn will move it out of the Kalamazoo zone. Goes back down for another icing. So the Komets have had some good looks here in the first period. So far, nothing to show for it. Komets shut out last night, so just want to get a goal on the board to stop that streak. Face off to the right of Hildebrandt. Szydlowski will now take the draw. And it's pushed up along the near side. Redekop comes in. And he goes down below the goal line. Big hit, and we have got a penalty called.
Yeah, interference.
It is going to go on Kalamazoo. It's a delayed call. Mason Bergh went flying into the boards. Interference will be the call.
Yeah, he didn't get a stick on the puck, and the defenseman wiped him out. Pretty solid body check. That'll draw the penalty. The Komets go back on their second power play of the game. Let's make it happen here, guys.
Aaron Tho goes into the bin, and the Komets get their second power play of the night. And the Komets, #1 power play unit in the league, but 0 for 4 last night, 0 for 4 in the game against Wheeling on Wednesday night. So the Komets need to get something here, get that offense rolling. Face off to the right of Hildebrand.
McKenzie in for the draw. Get it back. They get it back.
Komets win it to the blue line. Cross rink to St-Amant. Shot is blocked, and it goes down into the corner. St-Amant with it up along the near side. It's dug out of there by Blaney. Blaney rushes down the ice. Now Kalamazoo coming in shorthanded. Here's a shot. Save made by Ferguson. And it goes into the corner. Here's Rimsha. Rimsha will come out of there with it. Quick cross-rink pass goes to St-Amant. Avoids a hip check. Now it goes down into the corner. Popped up top of the blue line. Here's Henry. Henry in the high slot looking for a man. Has St-Amant top of the right circle. Quick cross-rink pass goes off the wall. It'll be Brady Shaw. Shaw in front. Rimsha tips it wide. Back on the near side. St-Amant goes for it, going down into the corner. Up top of the blue line, missed pass is going to go all the way down to Ferguson. Ferguson will stop it, and the Komets have got the puck. 1:06 to go in the power play. Still 1-0 Kalamazoo. And here's Henry. Henry coming up along the near side, drops it off to Szydlowski, regains the line. Here's a shot. It is blocked by Diamond Tony. Chopped that up along the near side and into the corner it goes. It is Jenks. It gets hooked on the play. Comes up to the blue line. Now on the far side, Komets can set something up down low. Here's Jenks jamming away at it. Just rolled to Łyszczarczyk, and he missed it.
Hildebrand caught the net there.
Up top of the blue line, down to 36 seconds on the power play. Sean Szydlowski with it, rips it into the corner. Here's Jenks, feathers it forward to Łyszczarczyk. Łyszczarczyk looking for a spot. Gives it to Szydlowski. Top of the right circle. Sid looking in. He'll back up, and it goes up top to the blue line. Here is a shot. It is blocked. Again.
Too many shots blocked. 2-man break. Heads up.
Morrison with a chance at it there. Comes back into the Komet zone. And the Komets with it now in the Kalamazoo zone. Quickly over to Szydlowski. Shot. It is blocked.
Komets do the penalty.
Can't get anything through. And we're back to even strength.
They may have got a shot on goal. That's about it. The scramble at the side of the net.
Komets over 2 on the power play. Under 5 to go here in the first period. Here's Redekop coming right through everybody. Takes a shot. Hildebrand will kick it out. And it goes behind the net. Komets chasing after. Ganley down low in the corner. Ganley gets it into the far side, and it's picked up by Petruzzelli. Petruzzelli up top to Redekop. Here's a shot. That's blocked. And now Redekop going to go all the way back into the Komet zone. Peels around, moves it ahead. Now it comes to Rimsha. Rimsha cross-ring pass. It is Mason Bergh with it. Sets up the Komets in the Kalamazoo zone. Here's a shot that is going to be blocked. And it's going to get out of play. And we get another timeout here in the first period. 1-0 Kalamazoo. We'll be back. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
Ready for a new apartment? You don't have to look far. St. Joe Place has everything you could ever want in an apartment complex. Internet, cable, washer, and dryer. It's all included in your monthly rent. There's also a basketball court, an outdoor grilling area, pool and hot tub, and the list goes on and on. St. Joe Place is leasing 2- and 4-bedroom apartments and now offering 3 bedrooms. Living at St. Joe Place Apartments, you'll quickly realize how great the staff and apartments really are. Call 444-3000 or visit stjoeplace.com.
This is Scrap Chat with Max Hall, reminding you that while all metal has value, not all metal recyclers value you. At OmniSource, guys like me tell you what your metal's worth and how to make it worth even more the next time. Because we grind up and spit out scrap, not customers. Find freight advice and fair payment at an OmniSource yard near you in the Fort Wayne area. For locations and a list of metals we buy, visit OmniSource.com or call 855-OmniBuy, 855-666-4289.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
Face off in the Kalamazoo zone.
4:21
McKenzie at the draw.
To go in the first. Shane Albarani and Robbie Irons with you here tonight. A big crowd on hand here at the Coliseum for the Hall of Fame induction earlier on tonight.
Nice evening.
Kaylee Schrock and Mike Emmerich going into the Komet Hall of Fame. Now the Komets trying to get a win out of this. Down by a goal. And the Komets have the puck at the Kalamazoo blue line. Peshnik will send it around. It goes back behind the net. St-Amant
fighting for it behind the net.
Goes into the corner. St-Amant with the puck up to Peshnik. Back to St-Amant. Here's a rip. And Hildebrand the save, and he'll squeeze it.
Yeah, Hildebrand up off the chest. He makes the save. He had Shaw right on the doorstep, but Shaw was tangled up. Hildebrand picked the puck cleanly. No rebound on the play.
Under 4 to go in the first period. First period's moving along here at a pretty good clip. Kalamazoo got in early in the first minute of the game. Goal went to Tanner Sorensen.
48-second mark of the period. Second shot of the game.
Face-off gets over to Sorensen. He'll knock it off the glass, and it goes back into the Komet zone. On the far side, Komets coming to center ice. They'll enter the zone. Brady Shaw
gets bumped off.
It's pushed off the play by Thode, goes down into the corner. Now Brady Shaw tosses it up along the near side. It goes to Nas, and now the Wings will get it into the neutral zone. They'll flip it in. Ferguson will make the stop, goes down into the corner, goes along the far side, comes down in the corner again, and they picked up by the Komets. Brady Shaw on the far side.
Dump it in, go get it.
Slowly limbers his way in, and he'll push it in to the Kalamazoo zone. On the near side, Thode will take it. And now the Wings back on the left side. Nas will come across for Kalamazoo. Tries to wrist one in on Ferguson. It's stopped. And now up along the far side for Sorensen. Sorensen runs into Morrison, and the Komets will dig it out. And it's going to be flipped forward, going into the Kalamazoo zone. Goes down into the corner, but Kalamazoo there to defend it. But Morrison is there, comes up top of the blue line. Shot, and a save made by Hildebrand.
That puck's going straight through to him. He's seeing it cleanly. Good save again. Komets trying to get in front for the screen, but just can't get there. Split second late. Another good shot, another good save.
Got 2:50 to go in the first. Komets out shooting Kalamazoo 13-8, but down on the scoreboard.
Jinx out for the draw for the Komets in the Kalamazoo zone.
Face off to the right of Hildebrand. Jenks gets kicked out. Lets the linesman know that he's not happy. Łyszczarczyk will come in his spot. And the drop goes behind the net. Ganley will go on the left side. Quick pass to Sanford. He'll move it forward. Comes to the Komet blue line, and it's banked into the Komet bench.
2:40 to go in the period. Komets out shooting them 13-8. Hildebrand standing strong back there. No rebounds are the key to it right now. Need a couple of rebounds, couple of shots down, maybe a little lower, and step up instead of off the chest area. Face off back in the Komet zone.
It will go to the left of Dylan Ferguson. Bergh will take it for the Komets. Kalamazoo wins it. Sent around the wall and onto the near side in the Komet zone. On the right wing. Tied up. Now it gets loose to Verpass. It goes underneath to Bergh. Bergh got it taken right off his stick by Diamond Tony. Diamond Tony goes down in the corner. Bergh all over him. Can't get free of him.
Play the body, guys.
Now it goes along the far side of Garrett Ross. He'll find a spot and he'll clear the zone. It's going all the way down. And here is Catalyst. He goes back behind Hildebrand. Hildebrand sends it all the way down the length of the ice. Ferguson will have to play it. And Ferguson had Diamond Tony right in front of the net. Could not drop it. So the faceoff will come in the Komet zone. And now a little more extras going on at the whistle. After the whistle.
Pushing and shoving. Nobody wants part of anybody. Referee jumps in very quickly. He's telling them to back off. Tough shot right there. The defenseman fired the puck from behind his net pretty well. Right down in the air. Ferguson was able to keep his eye on it. Pick it out of the air like a baseball player. But that's pretty tough, keeping your eye on that puck coming all the way down with all the distractions and the crowd in the background. But Ferguson played it well. A couple of penalties being out right now.
Verpass will go into the box. Looks like Diamond Tony will go in with him. So, looks like we got some 4-on-4 hockey coming up with just 2:04 to go in the first period. Komets down by a goal.
Face-off will stay in the Komet zone. Komets off tomorrow. Kalamazoo back home against Toledo, so they got a busy weekend ahead of them.
Face-off to the left to Ferguson. So a little more room out there here on Sweetwater Ice at the Coliseum.
Yeah, not much of a penalty out of the thing, but the referee trying to keep control, so he just lets them settle it down in the penalty box. 4-on-4 right now.
Mason Bergh can't win it. Comes up top of the blue line. And the Wings will now get it deep into the Komet zone. Down low, Matt Bowdens gives it a jab, but cannot clear it. Comes to Tho, now it rolls off a leg, and now coming through is Bergh. Bergh will come across the line, looking for some help as he tried to tiptoe around Dunn. Dunn got a skate on it, and now he's got the puck. Under 2 to go here in the first period. Wings win it, up by a goal. Here's a shot that goes all the way down to Ferguson. He'll knock it off the blocker, and it goes up top of the blue line. Tho now to Dunn with a shot. It's going to be deflected wide. Far side. Komets with it into the neutral zone. Sean Szydlowski will gain the Kalamazoo line. Now he goes to Redekop. He goes down below the goal line, takes a shot, and somehow
got a piece of
Hildebrand kept that out. Caught it right on the right shoulder as he was going back into the net.
And Redekop made a good play to go to the short side on him, but Hildebrand stood his ground. Last minute of the period.
Puck goes along the near side. The Komets skate with it. And it will be McKenzie coming across on the far side. Sends it back. Here's a shot, and Hildebrand will make the save, and he will squeeze it tightly, and he'll get a whistle.
Yeah, another shot up high off the chest. He holds on to it. Nobody in front to screen or deflect. Keep the puck on the ice, guy. Maybe we can get a stick on it. Face-off will stay in the Kalamazoo zone.
47.6 seconds to go in the first. Face off to the right of Hildebrand. And the drop goes all the way up top to the blue line. And the Wings skate ahead with it into the Komet zone. Komets are there to defend it. Now trying to bring it up ice. Komets with it. McKenzie coming across. That's Henry. Henry over on the far side. Tries to dish it over to St-Amant. Taken away from him. Ben Wilson will move it. And now back to Sorensen. Sorensen in his own end. Lots of space. The Komets are changing. Sorensen snakes through the neutral zone. Comes along the left side. Comes up top of the blue line. Here's Diamond Tony. Lets it rip. He scores.
From the point and deflected. Deflected in front. Coming at 19:49. Kalamazoo on the board again.
11.1 seconds to go in the first, and the Komets, for the second game in a row, give up a goal in the final 15 seconds of a period. Not a good one to give up.
Yeah. Ferguson had no chance on it. Puck was shot from the point. His defenseman was cutting across in front to look for the man. The man got a stick on it. Boom, right over his shoulder.
Edmondson, I think, will get the goal. And we go up along the far side. Komets will pitch it in down to Hildebrand. He'll stop it. Now it's sent up along the near side with just 2 seconds to go in the period. And the period comes to a close. So, certainly wanted something better than we had last night, with the Komets have now been shut out 4 straight periods.
Yeah, no doubt about it. They outshoot them 15-11 in the period. They had plenty of shots, but the shots are all up high. Tough to deflect them or screen. They just weren't able to get in front. Perfect example was late in the period there. Kalamazoo gets the second goal. Shot from the point down low is deflected, ends up in the back of the net. So Kalamazoo doing the things right. They won the first period 2-0. Komets got a big period ahead of them next.
Komets give up a goal in the first minute of the period and the last minute of the period. And hopefully they can find that offense in.
Models from Heatolator. Visit Knob Brick and Fireplaces at 4936 Knob Road or on the web at knobbrick.com. NOBDRICK.com. Knob Brick and Fireplaces. Fort Wayne's only locally owned real brick and mortar store.
Comet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn.
There we go. Second period underway here at the Coliseum. Komets are down by 2. Wings have got the puck in their own zone. Here is Ganley. Pitches up along the far side. Going down into the corner now here in the Kalamazoo zone. Ganley has it again, spins around, trying to get away from everybody. Puck gets loose, and it goes off the wall and goes down into the corner. Komets with it. Here's a shot that goes off the side of the net. Now it goes down into the corner. Mason Bergh is down there, runs into Taylor. It goes up along the far side, and it's going to get loose back to the neutral zone. Komets retreat back. Pass blocked, and the Komets are able to get it back. Here's Verpass on the left side. He sends it off the wall, and it goes back into the Kalamazoo zone. Edmondson with it. Quickly ahead to Kovacs. That's going to be flipped into the Komet zone. It rolls down to Ferguson. He'll play it safe, and he'll get a whistle.
Yeah, he's not taking any chances early in this period as the Komets look for line change, and they'll have a couple of players come on for them. But Kalamazoo going after them right off the bat. The Komets outshoot them 15-12, but unfortunately are outscored 2-0. And the big one at 19:49. So we need to watch the first minute and the last minute of the periods. Got to have a good second period here for a comeback.
Face off to the left to Ferguson. And the drop goes on the near side. It'll be Henry scooping it up. He'll send it to the Kalamazoo blue line where it's pumped off the wall. Now goes back in the Komet zone. Here's Adam Henry. Over onto the right side, and the Komets move forward with it. Verpass takes it off the wall, but it's bounced right back into the Komet zone. Henry goes back, angles over to his left, coming back up ice, tosses it off the wall to Shaw. He'll swipe it in. Hildebrandt will come out, and now he punches it off the glass. Goes along the far side, stepping up as Redicop. No, taken away, and now back come the Wings. They got numbers. They cross it over the line. They put it out in front. It goes wide of the net. Now back along the near side,
Komets.
and it's going to get back into the Komet zone. Back it goes, Edmondson, right down the middle of the ice. They re-enter the Komet zone, goes on the near side, coming into the corner. Sent around. Redicop on the far boards. Gets it over to McKenzie. McKenzie over onto the wall. And the Komets trying to get something cooking here. Goes off the stick of Morrison. And Morrison lost it. Comes back into the Komet zone. And here is Jenks popping off the bench. He grabs it, takes it off the glass. And now Kalamazoo returns to their own end with the puck. Done. Onto the far boards. Now it's sent back all the way into the Komet zone. Diamond Tony tries to glove it down. Taken away by Rimsha. Goes into the corner with it. Rimsha here in the Komet zone. Fights with Diamond Tony. Goes behind the net. Kalamazoo with it. Coming up top, it is Garrett Ross. Rimsha got away the pass. Now the Komets got numbers. Here comes Jenks coming across the line. Sends it back, shot, and a save by Hildebrandt. The puck is still loose. Goes right through the blue paint. Now up it goes.
Through the open crease.
Into the corner. Here's Jenks with a shot. Missed it. Rims all the way up top to Peshnig, and he can't keep it in. So the Komets
delayed offside.
With a great chance there. But the Komets come away with nothing up along the far side. And the Komets come across. Here's a shot and a save made.
Up high again.
And back on the near wing. Here comes Diamond Tony. Going up along the far boards. Avoids a poke check from Szydlowski. Komets, what a chance. They had a 3-on-1. Could not score. Puck comes down back behind the net. Here's a shot in front. It goes wide, and it's picked up by Jenks. Or that's Bergh, rather. Bergh
dumped in.
Will move it into the Komet zone. And it goes back behind the net. Wings tied up down there. Now it squirts loose. And the Wings punching back in the Komet zone. Racing back is Verpass. Beats Sorensen to the punch. They both go into the corner. Near side, Kyle Haas will take it. He goes behind the net. And now it's going to be pumped upstairs to the blue line. The Komets out. Here's St-Amant turning on the Jets.
Cut to the net.
He cuts to the net. Shot, save made. Rebound kicked out of there by Hildebrandt. Now the Komets go back in their own end. Quick pass forward. Going to be jabbed at right down to Hildebrandt. He'll steer it on to the stick of Edmondson. Edmondson will move it in, and it's going to be flipped into the Komet zone. Into the corner. Komets send it around. It is Verpass.
Opening up a bit right now.
Here's Brady Shaw.
End action.
Stick handles around one man, but not a second. It comes up to the blue line. Verpass will keep it in. Goes behind the net. Now Shaw tries to center it, and Hildebrandt saw it all the way. He got the stick on it and gloves it down.
Yeah, he got the stick out, intercepted the pass as Shaw was trying to hit the man in the slot. Knocked the puck down, grabbed the puck, got the whistle. Line. That's face-off will stay in the Kalamazoo zone. We've gone through 4 minutes and 32 seconds of this second period. The Komets have had 2 good scoring chances. Couldn't put it away.
Face-off will be to the left of Jake Hildebrandt here in the Kalamazoo zone. And we have got Jenks to take the face-off. Still 2-0 Kalamazoo. Face-off is going to find its way all the way back to Dylan Ferguson. Ferguson will steer it into the corner over to Adam Henry. Henry on the far side to Rimsha. He gets it to Redicott. He'll move it on the left side. Now coming across the line is Łyszczarczyk. Takes a big hit as he unloads the puck into the Kalamazoo zone. Back on the near side. Komets come up top. Here's Henry eyeing a shot. He'll take it, but it's blocked.
Again.
And it's going to get all the way back into the Komet zone.
Held on to it too long. Got the shot blocked.
Here's Łyszczarczyk taking it off the wall. Backhander all the way into the Kalamazoo zone. Comes down into the corner. Now comes up to the blue line. Komets with it. Here is Henry. Left side. Takes a shot. Just ripped it wide. It is going to rim out. And back goes Kyle Haas for the Komets. Haas to Szydlowski. He'll return it to Haas right in front of Ferguson. And the Komets try to bring it back up ice. Moving up along the left side. Here's Szydlowski. Could not re-enter the zone. The Komets will regroup back in their own end. 2-0 Kalamazoo. Here's Kyle Haas with it. 14:24 to go in the second period. Now Will Pechnik has a turn with it.
In. Go get it, guys.
Flip it off the stick of Petruzzelli. It goes behind the net. And Tho gets it up along the near side and the wings. Busted back up center. Here's Diamond Tony. Now they've got a man in front of the net. Here's a shot. It goes wide. Back on the near side. Dunn moves it out. And now the Komets have got it. Left side. Petruzzelli. Petruzzelli cutting to the net. Over. His pass is blocked.
Needed the shot.
Top to the blue line. Pechnik with a shot. That is blocked by Hildebrandt. And it goes into the corner. Komets with the puck. Not for long. Kalamazoo with it. Coming up along the near side. Batted away. And back below the goal line goes Tho. Tho for Kalamazoo. Zips it all the way back into the Komet zone. Komets with it. Verpass getting a man off the bench. Here's St-Amant. St-Amant will take a shot. And Hildebrandt the save. He'll get his own rebound. Up top of the blue line. Komets with it. St-Amant trying to stick handle around one man, but can't get it past the second one. And the Komets got to hustle on back on D. Here is Sorensen.
3-on-2.
In front of the net. Sorensen got it taken away by Brady Shaw. Shaw on the right side. He'll re-enter the zone. Shaw is hooked on the play. He still has the puck, however. Tries to move it over, but it is intercepted. Back goes Spencer Noss for Kalamazoo.
End-to-end right now.
Noss coming across the line. Backhands it in front of that. It is broken up by Bowdens. Now it's sent up along the right side. Here is Brett McKenzie. McKenzie trying to go end-to-end here. Drops it off to Shaw in front. He shoots. He scores!
There you go, Shaw.
Brady Shaw with a backhander on the feed from Brett McKenzie, and the lead is now won.
We had a wide open hockey, end-to-end action. Both teams are getting scoring chances. The Komets finally get one. McKenzie goes in, drops a little pass to Shaw. He makes a nifty little move around the defenseman, and then head deeks the goaltender Hildebrandt, puts in the net. Komets ahead. Get their goal they want. 2-1.
Brady Shaw's team leading 22nd goal of this season. Brett McKenzie will get the assist.
7-10 that came at.
That is McKenzie's
Shaw.
18th point against Kalamazoo this season.
We'll see if there's a third assist on it, but McKenzie definitely dropped the puck to Shaw. Shaw put it in the net. Kalamazoo.
12:46 to go in the second period. The Komets' offensive machine is pumping up. 23rd of the season for Shaw. And Kalamazoo coming through the zone along the far side, sent around. And it goes into the corner. Here is Henry over on the left side to Morrison. He'll give it back to Henry. Now Morrison on the left side again, moving up along the near side wall. Morrison could not get it in. It's going to bounce forward, and it's going to snake its way back into the Komet zone. Off the glass it goes to Morrison, trying to go back to Rimsha. He'll return it to Morrison. Morrison now will come across the line. Komets have numbers coming across. Pass is going to be tipped, and the Wings get it back. Puck is going to go to Edmondson. A shot and a save made by Ferguson off the left shoulder. And now it'll be Henry up top along the far side into the Kalamazoo zone. Komets have got the Wings on their heels a bit. Puck coming into the Kalamazoo zone. Now it's flipped ahead by Tho, and Diamond Tony will haul it in. He'll come in front of the nets, and the Komets are able to snuff it out. Puck comes along the left side. Bergh with a shot, or a pass rather, and that is deflected into the Komet bench. And that will get us down to a timeout here in the second period. 2-1 Kalamazoo. We'll be back. You're listening to Comet Hockey on WoWo.
Trust the doctors at IPFW Athletics and the Fort Wayne Komets Trust. Aaron Chiropractic is well known for providing quality yet cost-effective care for sports injuries, muscle, and joint problems. They're one of the only clinics in the region to provide its patients with pain relief utilizing numerous therapies, including acupuncture, massage, and rehabilitation. Aaron Chiropractic is conveniently located in Northeast Fort Wayne. Find us on the web at aaronchiro.com or call 492-8811 to schedule an appointment.
WOWO and WMEE HD2 Fort Wayne on 1190 AM, 107.5 FM. Depend on it.
There's nothing like waking up to a warm, delicious breakfast deal.
Huh?
Get up, sleepyhead. Tim Hortons has breakfast double deals. Grab the new deal on egg and cheese wrap snackers, 2 for just $3.
Nice.
Or say hello to 2 sausage, egg, and cheese English muffins or bagel sandwiches for just $4.
Hello?
Really hungry? Well, now you can get 2 hearty bacon, egg, and cheese biscuits for just $5.
I'm getting my keys.
Wake up to breakfast double deals. Now at Tim Hortons. Limited time only at participating restaurants. Single item at regular price on menu. No substitutions.
Comet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Jacob Insurance Service in Angola.
Second period here at the Coliseum. 2-1 Kalamazoo as the Komets picking up the offense here. They put it right on front score.
Dump it in, get in quickly, take the puck off the defenseman, make a good pass in the net. Komets tie it up.
Mason Bergh, who has been in a long drought, gets the Komets even 2-2 here in the second.
8:33 that came at. Bergh gets the goal. And again, dumped in by Haas. Comet Ford got in there quickly, pickpocketed the defenseman. Nice pass, nice flip goal. They tie it up.
Talked about in the pregame how disastrous second periods have been for the Komets this year, but right now tonight it's been their best. 2 goals here in the second. We're tied. And the face-off to center ice. Komets go back in their own zone. On the left side, Brady Shaw coming down on the left wing. His pass is blocked. It goes behind the net, and it goes into the corner. Now they try and center it, but it's intercepted by the wings. Ben Wilson will come all the way on the far side, moves it forward, and it goes into the Komet zone. Swiped around on the near boards. Now comes over to Sorensen, banking it off the end wall. Tapped at by Ferguson, and the Komets will get it out to the neutral zone, but the wings
high stick
repossess it, and like Robbie said, that is a high stick on Kalamazoo. 10:53 to go in the second period. Komets 21 shots on goal. Kalamazoo with 13.
Komets tied up at the 8:33 mark. Bergh, his 9th of the season. They give Szydlowski the assist for digging it out, but I thought Haas dumped it in the corner. Szydlowski digs it out. Nice pass. Bergh puts it away. Tie score, 2-2.
Face-off just outside the Kalamazoo blue line. Near face-off dot, near the Kalamazoo bench. And here's the drop. It goes into the Kalamazoo zone. All the way over onto the far side. And now pitched into the Komet zone. It goes off the end wall. Here's Adam Henry back on the far boards.
Get it up.
Komets get it out.
There
Here's Łyszczarczyk, left side. Quickly ahead it comes. Bouncing puck. It's going to enter the Kalamazoo zone. Comes down into the corner. Now the Komets steered up top of the blue line. Henry back over onto the far point. Now it's swiped around the wall. Goes back behind the net. Łyszczarczyk locked up with his man. Couldn't get it. Now it comes up top of the blue line. Here is Bergh with a shot through some traffic, and Hildebrandt saw it, and he makes the stick save. Bounces off the glove of the D-man out there, and it comes across the line to Tho. Now it's Naas up along the near side. Komets are there to pick it off. It's flipped forward to Łyszczarczyk. And now back to Adam Henry. Henry will come across the line, looking for Mason Bergh. He's upended on the play, goes down to the corner. Komets looking for a penalty, don't get it. Coming back out to the center line. Komets give it a poke, up along the far wall. Sorensen coughed it up. It goes to Rimsha. Rimsha coming across. Here's Bergh with a shot. What a save by Hildebrandt.
Hildebrandt, nice save there.
Could have been a game saver there. Hildebrandt with a huge stop. Komets trying to turn it back in the Kalamazoo zone. Here's Tho with it for the Wings, however. Back on the far boards. Wings can't enter the Komet zone. They got to regress back into their own territory. And here's Corey Dunn for Kalamazoo. Over to Tho on the left wing. He'll flip it ahead. He swipes it around the wall. It comes up along the near wall and into the corner. Here's Kyle Blaney. Lost the handle on it. Now the Komets cough it up as well. It was Jenks got it taken away. And now Kovacs goes into the corner for Blaney. Now Jenks trying to pick it back up. Bouncing ball low. The goal line comes out in front. Got to be careful here. And Jenks is able to pick it up. He'll swipe it around the wall.
Gets out of the zone. Jenks with a good play around the opposite side boards.
And it slowly works its way back in the Kalamazoo zone. Done with it. He'll send it back in the Comet end. And the Komets are now transitioning. Here is McKenzie. He'll come across the line. McKenzie gets around one man, goes behind the net, puts it out in front. Bouncing puck, score!
It's in the net.
Komets take the lead. 3 unanswered goals here in the second. And I think this one is going to go to Brady Shaw, his second of the game.
Yeah, they flipped the puck into the goal crease, and Shaw went there. Looked like it hit him in the higher part of the body. It trickled down him into the net. Shaw probably gets the goal. A couple assists will come on it. Komets go ahead.
Now we get a conference. We might be having a look at this one. As we take a look at the replay, the puck went right up in the air, and it goes off of Shaw. Now whether...
And he gets pushed behind by the defenseman, so...
Now the only question is whether it was a kicking motion or not. Didn't appear there on the first look. It looks like Shaw was just sliding into the net. It went off of him, and it got under the leg of Hildebrand.
Yep, it should be a good goal. Defenseman was on top of Shaw. His momentum pushed him through the crease in the net.
Same crew as we had last night. Andrew Bergman is our referee, and he goes in to have a look. He had to review one last night in Cincinnati that also went the way of the Komets. So we got 8:40 to go here in the second period. And we have got our first review of the game. Comet fans, if you follow the Komets on Twitter or Facebook, look for the Lancia Homes game recap after each game. Then go to lanciahomes.com to start building your dream home today.
Komets off tomorrow. Got a bit of a rest after 2 games and 2 nights. Kalamazoo back in Kalamazoo. Toledo going in there. So another big game for Kalamazoo for the playoff stretch. It'd be nice to see them win that one, us win this one, and gain on to Toledo.
Indy, they are idle tonight. Komets come in 4 points up on Indy in the standings. And Andrew Bergman, our referee, taking his time with this one. Like you said, Rami, taking a look at it. Didn't look like Shaw.
Yeah, I don't think there's no kicking motion. The point is whether he was in the crease before the puck got there. And I don't think it did.
So we get another look at it.
Actually went off the Kalamazoo player there, hit Shaw in the pants, and went in the net.
And it's a good goal.
Yeah, McKenzie will get the assist. Shaw will get his second of the night, 24th of the season, and we'll see if there's a third assist on it.
Brady Shaw, second goal of the game, gives the Komets the lead. And second periods this year have been a nightmare for the Komets. But tonight, they have turned that script around. 3 goals here in the second period with 8:40 to go here in the second frame.
Referee explains to both coaches. Yes, they're satisfied.
So we'll come back out to center ice for the face-off. And it's Brett McKenzie on the drop. Sent all the way back into the Comet zone. It will go off the stick of Hildebrand. And it goes into the corner. Right in front now. It's grabbed by Diamond Tony. Tommy wrestles with McKenzie. It goes along the far side. And it's sent into the Kalamazoo zone. Into the corner. And it is Shaw. Goes off of his stick. And now all the way back into the Kalamazoo zone. Wings with it. They go up along the far side. Now it's sent back. And the Wings get it back in the Comet zone. Now it rolls to McKenzie. Kind of blindly sends it back all the way into the Kalamazoo zone where it is picked up by the Wings. Eric Catalyst with it. goes onto the right side, and now back into the Komet zone. For a pass, we'll move it ahead. Bouncing back into the Kalamazoo zone. Going up along the left side. That hit escape, but the Wings get it back to the center ice logo. Goes Catalyst backhander into the Komet zone. For passes there along the left side. Now he'll give it up, and now the Komets will move freely with it through the neutral zone. Bowden's got it tapped away, but he's able to get it back. Now Verpass with
it.
Guys. And Verpass on the left side. Sends it forward. Gonna be bouncing all the way back into the Kalamazoo zone. Here's Catalyst up along the far side. Comes in front. What a shot by Szydlowski. And coming out is Hildebrand to challenge him, and he makes the save.
Yeah, loose pass, bad pass by the defense of Kalamazoo. Szydlowski floating around. He lets a one-timer go. And again, Hildebrand right out. Big save. Holds on, no rebound.
And that came right out in front of the net. Szydlowski could have had a chance to catch that puck and actually make a move, but he decided to try and rip it in past Hildebrand, and Hildebrand came out, cut down the angle, and made the stop. Face off to the left of Hildebrand. 7:21 to go, second period. Komets leader 3-2.
Jinx trying to get it back.
Puck goes along the far side, and the Wings try and break it out. Little give and go up along the far side. Here's a shot and a save for Ferguson. Kicks it out. Pass goes along the left wall. And it's Haas feathering it into the Kalamazoo zone. Comes down into the corner. Though drops it up along the near side. It's going to come off the stick of Jenks and up to Sorensen. Wings try and break it up along the near side.
Play the body, guys.
Komets are there. And Jenks goes all the way back. Jenks goes off the wall, back along the far side. And it's Rimsha going back into the Kalamazoo zone. Hildebrand will come out of the pipes, and the Wings have got the puck on the right side. Wilson sends it back. Now pass comes forward off the blade of the stick of Kyle Blaney. Goes off the end wall here in the Komet zone. Left side to Shaw. Shaw goes up top to the blue line, and now the Komets got numbers 3-on-2 as they cross over. Here's St-Amant, made a move, left the puck. He's able to get on the far side, but the D-man got back, and he broke it up. Redekop goes down into the corner. Redekop goes along the far side. Now to McKenzie, to Shaw on the point. Takes a shot. Net. Save made by Hildebrand. Able to hang on.
Lamont right in there gets bumped by the defenseman and the goaltender. And again, Hildebrand makes the save. He gets bumped around pretty good, but nothing coming from it other than the Komets throw the puck in the net. Wait for a rebound.
Wilson didn't like that. Gave St-Amant a little shove there at the end of the play. But nothing comes of that, and we'll have a face-off in the Kalamazoo zone to left of Hildebrand.
McKenzie in for the draw for the Komets. St-Amant still out there, trying to get it back to the point.
3-2 Komets, 6:07 to go, second period. Komets 3 unanswered goals here in the second period as the Wings get to possession of the puck, coming forward with it into the neutral zone. It's Blaney. Blaney tries to send a backhander towards Ferguson. It goes wide of the net. Now it goes down into the corner. Brady Shaw on it, flips it around up along the near side. Here's Kovacs with it. Kovacs sneaking into the corner, takes a shot, and Ferguson will make the save. And that'll get us down to a timeout. 5:45 to go, second period, 3-2 Komets. We'll be back. You're listening to Komet Hockey on Whoa.
You are getting very, very hungry. You are starting to crave Applebee's new Irresistibles. You are craving the crispy orange chicken bowl, the Southwest lime grilled chicken bowl, or the home-style crispy chicken bowl. Now you are ordering. You are ordering a bowl, and you are giving it to me.
Applebee's new Irresistibles, starting at only $7.99. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood. For a limited time, price and participation varies.
Oscar C. Mitson Insurance Agency, the insurance provider of the Komets for 30 years. If you buy your auto and homeowners insurance from a website or 800 number, here's a better idea. Call Oscar C. Mitson Insurance. They are an independent agency with access to many companies. They'll find the fit for you at a price that fits you. Talk to an agent who lives here in Fort Wayne, an agent who is your neighbor. Call Oscar C. Mitson Insurance at 749-0100 or at OscarMitsonInsurance.com. Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn.
5:45 to go in the second period. Komets put a 3 spot up here in the second stanza. 3-2 Komets. And here is the face-off to the left of Ferguson. And the drop goes down low to Verpass, now sent forward all the way into
Petruzzelli breaking in.
the Kalamazoo zone. Petruzzelli goes down into the corner. Pushed up along the near side. Komets with it. Petruzzelli to Szydlowski. Gets it to Verpass. Cross ring. Oh, tried to go in front to Szydlowski. Pass a little bit too far out in front. And now the Wings are able to clear it back to the center line.
Dump and chase, guys. Get in there.
Komets send it in. It goes back behind the nets where Ganley has it. Now Ganley on the right side sends it to the Komet blue line. Komets are there with it. They come across quickly again.
Szydlowski
with a shot. Goes wide and underneath into the corner. Szydlowski bumps his man off the puck, but the Wings have got it. Right side. Sturris will take a shot. Save made. Rebound. Oh, just goes wide and back below the goal line and flipped out of there. Though going back into the Kalamazoo zone. Sends it forward. Łyszczarczyk was there. Gets it across the line and now into the Komet zone. Taylor goes down looking at the referee. Brueggemann doesn't get a call. Comes to Haas. He'll golf it into the far side here in the Komet zone. Sorensen up along the wall. Down there with Verpass, and now it comes up to Petruzzelli. Petruzzelli will bank it off the wall. Needs a little bit of help.
Line change, Komets.
He'll flip it in. Rimsha goes down there first for the Komets. And up along the near side it comes. Back into the Komet zone. It rolls down to Ferguson. He'll stop it. And here is Haas up along the far side. Komets get it out. Here's Jenks. Jenks on the right wing, cutting across the Kalamazoo line. Back on the far boards. Got a man cutting. It was Peshnig. No good. Back up to Rimsha. Rimsha goes back to Peshnig, who wheels it around the boards. Back behind the net. It is Rimsha. Puts it right out in front. And Hildebrandt will make the save. And we'll take a break. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo. Face-off will be to the left of Hildebrandt. Jenks will take the face-off.
Here we go. Shot.
Here's a shot and a save made by Hildebrandt.
Got to be down low. Got to be down low for the rebound. Hildebrandt loves that stuff up high.
Face-off will be same spot to the left of Hildebrandt. 3:50 now to go in the period. Komets out shooting Kalamazoo 25-17 here tonight. Komets with the lead 3-2.
10-6 in the period. 3 goals, though. Komets have put the puck away tonight in this second period.
Jenks gets kicked out of the drop. We'll put Rimsha in there. And it goes up along the far side. Morrison chases after it. It's peeled up along the far side. It's grabbed by the Wings, and it gets loose back into the Komet zone. Here's Henry going all the way back. Goes behind Ferguson, takes it up along the near side, and the Komets are able to get it out onto the left wing. It is Redekop getting it across the line, pinches it up along the near side, and it's Kovacs getting it out. And now the Wings see if they can get something cooking here at the end of the period.
Stay up on them, guys.
Coming across the line out to the blue line. Here's Morrison with a takeaway. He'll go on the right side. Now he'll come across to Rimsha, trying to go back to Morrison, but it's intercepted. Kyle Blaney.
Gotta put it in deep.
Blaney to the center line. Now he cuts into Komet territory. He'll take a shot. It goes wide and stepping up along the far side. Now below the goal line. It is Blaney. Spins around. He goes down into the corner. And Blaney up top to the blue line. Sends it right into the corner. Now up top of the blue line where it's grabbed by Henry. Adam Henry will feather it into the Kalamazoo zone. It goes back behind the net. Stopped by Hildebrandt. Now up along the far side. And it's moved quickly ahead to Diamond Tony. He'll come across the line.
Stay up on him.
Into the Komet zone. Diamond Tony gets a rack down there in the corner. The Komets spring it free up along the far side. Now goes to Brady Shaw. Shaw trying to flatten the puck out. Comes down in front of the net. The Komets snag it.
Good
Brady Shaw
passing.
will flip it in on Hildebrandt. He'll kick it out of there with the right leg. Now it comes on the near side, and Kalamazoo with it. Moves it ahead to Diamond Tony. Diamond Tony will flip it in. It goes onto the far side corner. Matt Bowdens gives it a jab. It goes behind the net. Komets try and swipe it around, but Diamond Tony gets to it first. Goes on the near side. We've got a penalty called. Cross-checking will be the call on the Komets.
Yep, Komets will go in the box. First penalty of the period.
They'll be down a man. We'll take a break. You're listening to Komet Hockey on Whoa.
Nelson, Mays, and Wonka. All famous Willies. But getting the Willies, it isn't fun. That creepy feeling you get when you see all your high-interest debt? Partners First Federal Credit Union has the cure for the Willies with products that are designed to help you. Nothing brings out those Willies more than a mortgage, car loan, or high-interest credit card. Partners First can keep those Willies away. Just go to partnersfirstcu.org to get started. Partners First Federal Credit Union. Part of your community. Part of your tomorrow. Partners First Federal Credit Union is an equal housing lender. MLS number 405819.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
Bougs is in the box, 2 minutes cross-checking. And Kalamazoo will get a power play here to finish up the second period. It's a one-goal hockey game. Komets a leader 3-2. Puck comes into the Komet zone. Komets quickly clear.
Kalamazoo back to regroup. Wind it up. 1:30 in the period left.
It's the first power play of the game for Kalamazoo. Wings with it in the neutral zone. Now they re-enter the Komet zone. It goes down into the corner. There's Mason Bergh below the goal line.
Good play.
He'll find a seam, and he'll zip it all the way back into the Kalamazoo zone. Stopping it is Hildebrand. Hildebrand moving along the near side. Here's Blaney with it. Blaney sends it back, and the Wings with the puck. Blaney will send it back. Now over on the far wall. Flipped forward. It's going to bounce off the end wall. Goes back behind the net. Komets with it. Puck is going to loosely go in the corner. Now Wings have it. They come in front of the net. It goes wide. And here is St-Amant. St-Amant.
Take a look and dump it.
Going over to the left side to Verpass. He'll slam it all the way down off the end wall on the opposite end of the ice. 43 seconds to go in the period. Komets trying to hang on to this one-goal lead. Blaney will turn the corner, bring it back into the Komet zone. Onto the far side, sent off the end wall, goes down to the corner for Kovacs. He'll spear it down up along the near side. Now up top it comes. Here's Tho with a drive, a save made. Got behind him, scores! Got behind Ferguson.
Well, there was a shot down low again. Kalamazoo got their stick on it. Went up in the air. Ferguson was down, and it looked like somebody batted in with his hand, and that's what Ferguson's complaining about. But the referee was right there. Power play goal by Kalamazoo, and they tie it up.
3-3 is our score, and again, the Komets giving up a goal in the final minute of the period.
That came at.
That's 3 periods in the last 2 games. The Komets have given up a goal in the final minute. In the first period here tonight, the second period last night. And let's see if they look at this one. They're not going to. So it'll be a good goal. Kalamazoo ties the hockey game here at 3 with just 23.5 seconds to go in the second period. Power play goal for Kalamazoo. That's our 41st of the season. And here's the face-off at center ice to finish up the second period. Down to 18 seconds as the Wings have it up along the far side. Tipped into the Komet zone, comes down into the corner. And now it comes up along the near wall. All the way down into the Kalamazoo zone. This will go for an icing.
It's icing
on the Komets with just 4.8 seconds to go in the second period. Got the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show coming up. And we will visit with one of our Hall of Fame inductees. Mike Doc Emmerich will join me coming up here in the intermission.
Important face-off in the Komet zone right now. Kalamazoo moving everybody up. 4 guys up tight. They're trying to get it back to the point where they have Wilson back there all by himself. Win the draw here, guys.
To the left of Ferguson. The drop goes into the corner. Down to 2 seconds.
That'll do it.
And we're done with 40 minutes here at the Coliseum. And it's certainly a battle of 2 teams searching for points.
Yes.
Komets looking to keep ahead of Indy in the standings, and Kalamazoo trying to jump up into the playoff race, and we are tied going to the third period.
Well, we outshoot them 10-8, outscore them 3-1, and the 10 minutes of the period that they scored the 3 goals in, to me, was the best 3 minutes of hockey I've seen this year. End-to-end action by both teams. Headman in the puck. The puck was on everybody's stick. The puck went in the net.
Period number 3.
Well, they played 10 minutes of period that I thought, as I mentioned, was probably the best 10 minutes I've seen them play all year. They moved the puck, stick to stick, down the ice they went, up the ice they went. They got in close. They were aggressive around the net. They made a couple of good plays. They scored goals. Go after them again.
Here we go. First 20 minutes up on the scoreboard. And the Komets start up with a shot. It's score!
Right the bat.
Szydlowski gives the Komets the lead at just 6 seconds into the third.
Well, they broke in the middle, right down the center. They split the defense. The puck got to the goal. Szydlowski, a little tip on it in the net. Komets take the lead 4-3, exactly what they needed. There's the shot. Here's the rebound. Szydlowski in. Just squeezes it in past the pad as the goaltender sprawled out. Szydlowski gets the Komets the lead.
And that's how you start up a third period. A big one for the Fort Wayne Komets and Sean Szydlowski. 4-3, Komets with the lead. And the Wings with the puck quickly into the neutral zone. Come the Wings. Here's Sorensen coming on to the left side, taking off the puck, and the Komets have got it. We're going to go up along the far boards. Komets will flip it in. It goes down into the corner. Here's Ganley with it. He'll send it around the wall. Now it goes up along the left wing. It will be Nas with it for Kalamazoo. Stops at the center line. And now it's flipped all the way into the Komet zone. Ferguson comes out. He'll stop it. Now it goes to Redekop in the corner. He'll turn the corner. Comes right down the middle of the ice. Big D-man lumbers forward. Gets it to St-Amant. He'll send it all the way in. It goes back behind the net. And it will be the Wings down there in the corner. It is Edmondson. Lost the handle on it for a moment. Now he's able to swipe it around the wall. And it's going to get out to the blue line. The Komets are able to push it back into their own territory. Now it's quickly sent back up along the far side. Komets will enter the zone. Here is St-Amant going down to the corner. That's Shaw, rather. He'll backhand it in front of the net. Looking for St-Amant. Gets it back to Shaw. Shaw in front. He's hooked down. Oh, no call. And the puck comes down into the corner. Back below the goal line, McKenzie tries to center it. Now it's sent along the far side, bouncing up along the far boards. St-Amant with it.
Front again.
Tries to put it out to McKenzie. It's broken up, and the Wings now bring it into the offensive zone. Left wing Blaney sends it back. Now it floats it down low. It is going to be knocked away. Now back on the far boards. In front, here's Tho with a shot, and Ferguson never saw it. Tho picks it back up, sends it in. Ferguson the save in the corner. Diamond Tony goes behind the net. And on the far side, it is Morrison down in the corner. Redekop will zip it ahead. It comes off the wall and back into the Kalamazoo zone. Stopping is Hildebrandt, and he'll give it to Tho. Tho goes behind the net, and he sends it around the wall. Here's Dunn. Dunn on the right side, moves it ahead, and it'll be on to the left wing. Here's Ross winding up. Big shot and a save made by Ferguson, and he'll hang on to it.
He fought the shot a bit up high. Got the glove on it, then bobbled a bit. Was able to get a hold of it. Hold on for the face-off in the Komet zone. Goaltenders both playing well tonight. Komets ahead, 4-3. Keep going, guys.
Face-off will be to the right of Ferguson. And Garrett Ross will take the draw. Ross for Kalamazoo, the former Komet. Puck is dropped. It goes into the corner. Peshnik goes after it. Goes back behind the net. Now played up along the far side. Comes up to the blue line. Quick shot and a save made by Ferguson. And it's going to be banked off the wall all the way down to Hildebrandt. And this will be an icing call.
That'll bring it all the way back in the zone. Again, Ferguson makes the save. Clears the puck from the front of the net. Komet defense able to get it and pop it out of the net. Unfortunately, ice hit. And that'll bring it back into the Komet zone with a face-off again. 17:30 to go in the period. We've taken a 4-3 lead. Komets.
Face-off to the right of Ferguson. And it goes behind the net for Kyle Haas. Haas up along the far side. It will come to the center line. And now it's played into the Kalamazoo zone. Goes on the left wing. And it comes out to the center line. It's going to trickle all the way back into the Komet zone. Comes down to Ferguson. He'll steer it over to Peshnik. Now back up top to the blue line. And the Wings with it. Shot kicked out of there by Ferguson. Comes down into the corner. Back behind the net. Now back up along the far side. It goes off the stick of Ross to the blue line. Here's a drive and a save made.
Ferguson holds on. Komets getting a little sloppy in their end, not making the quick passes and missing the passes, forcing the puck right back at the net on you. They give the goal to Szydlowski, his 14th of the season at the 6-second mark. Petruzzelli and Bergh get the assist on it. Gives them the 4-3 lead.
16:57 to go, third period. Komets lead this one. Here's the face-off to the left of Dylan Ferguson, who's been tested here in the third period. Playing with the lead here. The puck comes up to the blue line. It's done. Going down to the corner. Here's Taylor. Taylor tries to center it, and Mr. Ferguson is right there to grab it.
He's not going to take any chances. I think he can get his hands on. He's going to get a whistle and worry about the draw. Face-off stays in the Komet zone.
Face-off to the left of Ferguson. Sorensen angles it up top. Now on the right side, flipped around the wall, back behind the net. Komets have got it. Going back behind there, it is Bowden's. Flicked up along the far side. Here is a rip. It goes off the glove of Ferguson. Now the puck goes along the far side, and it's going to be tapped out to the center line. Banks it up to the blue line, and the Komets dish it in. Far side, Sorensen banks it off the wall. He's going to ice it. Down it goes. We'll take a break. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
Outback Steakhouse invites all Komet fans to check out their great menu of steaks and seafood at their Village of Coventry location. Whether it's the center-cut sirloin or the bone-in ribeye, you just can't beat the quality of Outback Steakhouse. Open 7 days a week. Get your steak or seafood prepared just the way you like it. And while you're at Outback, don't miss out on the famous Bloomin' Onion. Outback Steakhouse located in the Village of Coventry, just off the I-69 Jefferson exit on Fort Wayne's southwest side. Komet Hockey is brought to you by...
I haven't seen any hats come on the ice yet. I don't think they realize it. But that's Shaw's third goal.
It's a hat trick for Brady Shaw. There come the hats. Right off the face-off, Brady Shaw rips it in. That is the third hat trick of the season for the Komets.
3:43 it comes at Shaw.
Brady Shaw joins Jean St-Amant and Anthony Petruzzelli, all with hat tricks this season. And the Komets turning this into a pretty good third period already with two markers. Makes it 5-3.
McKenzie will get the draw and the assist, I would imagine, as Shaw gets it. He rips one right through the screen. Hildebrand had no chance on it. By him before he could move.
So we will get some cleanup here. And they keep on raining down. Now the Komets will come off the bench and help with the cleanup. We only had one guy down there helping out, so trying to speed things up a little bit. So we'll take another quick break. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
Daniel Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on Illinois Road has added some new players to the team this year. Introducing the all-new Jeep Gladiator and Ram 1500. Also now in the starting lineup is the all-newly redesigned Jeep Cherokee. It's capable, modern, and stylish, all wrapped into one. The new scrapper on the team is the all-new Dodge Challenger Hellcat Red Eye. With almost 800 horsepower, this secret weapon will leave the competition wondering what hit them. We also have an awesome lineup of our new line of commercial ProMaster vans for all your work needs. Come see the complete lineup of new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram trucks all in one place. O'Daniel is a proud sponsor of Komet Hockey, and we invite all the fans to come experience the O'Daniel difference when buying your next car, truck, or SUV. O'Daniel on Illinois Road next to Meyer, or online at o'danielauto.com.
And now, back to Komet Hockey.
Komets giving themselves a 2-goal lead here in the third. Sean Szydlowski and Brady Shaw with the goals. It is 5-3, and the Komets back in control tonight. Puck comes down to Ferguson. He goes along the far side, and it will be Jenks. Jenks turns the corner, tries to come in front of Ferguson. Goes down up along the near side. Here's Rimsha. Rimsha sends it over to Redekop, who will come across the line. Redekop takes a shot, just missed it high, and that'll play up along the near side. going to get out on the left side. Uh-oh, we got a 2-on-1. Here's Blaney, got a man, and the Komets back on D. Here is Jenks.
Comes back hard, gets the puck.
Snuffing it out, and now the Wings quickly turn the corner, trying to bring it in. Big collision at the blue line. The Wings will hang on to it. Komets are able to kick it out, and now we're going to drop the gloves. Peshnig and Diamond Tony. Peshnig got a hold of Diamond Tony, got him in a little bit of a headlock there. Now he pulls the jersey over the head, and the linesmen quickly jump in and break that up. Peshnig had the upper hand there.
Now, Peshnig stood up on the blue line, made a good solid body check against one of the Kalamazoo players. And Diamond Jen didn't like it, and he went after him. And they got into a wrestling match a bit. No punches really thrown, and they both end up in the penalty box.
So each will get 5 for fighting. So that'll even things up. Doesn't look like anyone will skate short.
No.
And we have got 5:16 to go here in the third. Now the referee linesman coming together to talk about this one. So we've got 15-16 to go in the third. The Komets 29 shots. Kalamazoo with 23.
The Komets have scored 2 goals in this third period, which is the difference in the game right now. They just need to keep moving. Do not go in a defensive shell. Keep going offense, guys. It's working. Dump it in and go get it. Nothing to save it for. You don't play tomorrow. Kalamazoo does. Face-off looks like it's going to be at the center ice zone, the way they're mingling around.
Komets next in action will be next Wednesday against Wichita.
Yeah.
It is a Deuces Wild Wednesday. Get 2 tickets in the Pepsi zone for just $22. And you also get $2 beer and soft drinks all throughout the game. That is coming up on Wednesday night. And when fire, mold, or water damage, storm damage strikes your home or business, you want a hometown team you can trust. Call the team the Komets. Call Hayes & Sons. Learn more at hayesandsons.com/Komets.
Face-off just outside the Komet zone. 15-16 left in the period. Lots of time, so this thing isn't in the bag yet. Jinx out there to take the draw. We'll play 5-on-5.
Jenks and Ross to take the face-off. And it goes back to Catalyst. Catalyst will flip it in. It goes off the glove of Ferguson, who'll glove it down. And he'll get it to Verpass. Lead pass is going to go into the Kalamazoo zone. That'll be an icing on the Komets. Not quite 5 minutes gone here in the third period so far. Looking good for the Komets. They get 2 on the board, but you can't keep ice in the puck. You can't give them chances.
That's exactly right. They made a good pass. The defense made a good pass coming out of the zone. Good pass up to the winger. He doesn't handle it. Goes down the ice, back into the zone. Stick to stick, guys. Make the passes. Jinx in for the draw.
Pace off to the right of Ferguson. And it goes into the corner. Back behind the net, it's Verpass on the far side. Verpass trying to take his man off the puck. It goes along the far boards. The Komets will flip it out of there. And down it goes into the Komet zone. It is going to be Ganley going behind Hildebrand. Puck goes along the far side. It comes to the blue line. We got a penalty call.
Hooking, could be hooking. Komets got in, got the stick between the guy's arms and give him a little yank. Urimus.
So, Komets to skate a man down.
Face-off goes back into the Komet zone. Man short, power play, Kalamazoo. They scored on their last power play. That one was at the 1937 mark of the second period, so
they're one of one.
Kill this one off.
Big spot in this game. Here's a shot. Doesn't get through on Ferguson. The Komets will feather it down the length of the ice. Hildebrand will come out, and he'll quickly get it over to Fairley. Fairley will come across the line. His team working on a power play. Back on the far side, dot. It's Sorensen. Sorensen on the right circle. Now back over to Blaney. Blaney trying to flatten it out. He goes down into the corner. He centers it. The Komets are there to defend it. Coming up top and out.
Didn't know who was going to take it in front. 2 of them fighting over it.
On the left side, it's going to be flipped in. And it's now Komets will dash it right back into the Kalamazoo zone.
Redkoff dumps it down the ice.
He back behind the net for Tho. We're down to 1:16 to go on the penalty. And Kalamazoo with the puck. Here's Tho on the far side. Moving it back, pushed forward, and flipped in. And it goes down onto the near side corner here in the Komet zone. Tied up down low in the corner. Kyle Haas comes away from the scrum, goes along the far side, and it comes up top of the blue line. Komets are able to give it a jab, and it's knocked away, and now it'll be flipped up along the near wall here on the right wing, and the Komets are there to bat it right back into the Kalamazoo zone. Wings with the puck. Here is Sorensen, veering off to his right. He'll come across the line. Sorensen will go on to the left wing. And now Fry will go back behind the net, and now it's sent up along the far wall, and the Komets will clear it all the way down.
Redkoff again, dumped it out of the ice.
Kalamazoo with the puck now. 24 seconds to go on the penalty. And Catalyst will come across the line. Into the corner goes Taylor, banking it off the wall, but there's St-Amant.
Intercepted it.
St-Amant on the far side, works one man. Now he comes in short-handed, and he puts a shot on net. Nice save by Hildebrand and a great effort by St-Amant.
Yeah, used his size, went around the defenseman.
Puck going into the Komet zone.
All even, 5-on-5 again. Good job, guys.
Below the goal line. On to the near side, Komets with it. And it's sent out to the center line where it is going to go to Rimsha. Rimsha's got a man coming in. He takes a shot, however, and a big save there by Hildebrandt. Morrison was cut into the net. Now it goes along the left side, and it will be put into the Komet zone. Back behind the net. Here's Haas on the far side. Haas gets it to the blue line. Morrison tries to keep it in, cannot. Puck goes along the far boards. And now back to the Komet zone. Quick pass to Henry, now on the far wall again. And now back into the Kalamazoo zone. Rimsha goes down. Komets win a penalty, but now Rimsha taking up the puck. He'll take a shot, and a save made by Hildebrand. Now back on the near side, coming up top to the blue line.
Last
it is
man,
Rimsha.
be careful.
Rimsha will take a shot, just missed wide, back below the goal line. Sped up along the far side. They'll take it off the wall. Garrett Ross will grab it. Ross will go on the near side. He'll come across the line. Ross, top of the left circle. Sneaks in right in front. What a move, and a save made to Ferguson. Up top, here's Edmondson. Edmondson's shot is blocked. It goes on the near side. Quick shot again. Save made by Ferguson. And below the goal line. Onto the far boards. Wings with the puck. Komets lead it by 2. Here's a shot. Save made by Ferguson. It gets loose, and it's Mason Bergh. Bergh on the far boards.
In and over.
Toss it in. It's going to go all the way down. It comes off the end wall and into the corner. Wilson with a backhander. Going up along the near side. And it'll be Sanford sending it back. And they move it ahead to Ross. Ross on the left side. Wilson trying to come across. Gets around. Petruzzelli goes down into the corner. And back behind the net. It's Bowdens on the far side. Plays it along, coming to the center line. And now it will be coming across Blaney. Blaney going down into the corner. Sends it around back below the goal line. We go up along the far boards. Up top on the near side point. Catalyst with a drive. The Komets block it. Petruzzelli laying out. And the puck goes along the far side. They come across again, and it's Catalyst got his pocket
Here
pick.
we go, 3-on-1.
Now the Komets with some numbers. Łyszczarczyk right in front, back to Łyszczarczyk. Here's a shot.
McKenzie.
Oh, it got through. McKenzie had an opportunity. Now it's 3-on-2 the other way. The Wings coming across the line. Blaney had a man in front.
Locked
it was
in
broken
front.
up.
Good defense. Here we
Now
go,
a long
breakaway.
stretch pass. The Komets will come in all alone.
Shaw.
Here's a shot. Shaw couldn't quite get it in.
Yeah.
Shaw already with a hat trick. Puck comes along the far side, comes up to the center line now. It'll be Redicott, broke his stick as the puck goes all the way in to the Kalamazoo zone. Behind the net, we go up along the near side, and it's Tho, and now we got a penalty called on the Komets for tripping.
Shaw. He knew it. He went right to the box.
Komets will skate a man down, and we'll take a break. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
Wide
The
open.
Holiday Inn at the Coliseum, located across from the Memorial Coliseum, is the official home of the Komets. Whether it's a corporate meeting to large wedding receptions or just a getaway weekend, the Holiday Inn has you covered. Event space in the Holiday Inn can hold up to 300 people, and with 151 guest rooms, the Holiday Inn is ready to meet your personal or business needs. With a highly trained staff at the Holiday Inn, you can count on things being done right. Contact the Holiday Inn at the Coliseum to schedule your event today at 260-579-9135.
WOWO and WMEE HD2 Fort Wayne on 1190 AM, 107.5 FM. Depend on it.
Cheer on your hometown team, the Fort Wayne Komets, throughout the season with your hometown dealer.
Big City Cars on Lima Road.
The only dealer to give you up to $5,555 more than your trade is worth, with payments as low as $79. Plus, we'll even pay off your lease or loan in full, no matter what you owe. It's gonna be a winning season with your Fort Wayne Komets. And
Big City Cars on Lima Road.
Online at BigCityCars.com.
Common Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Jacob Insurance Service in Angola.
Komets will skate a man down. It's a 2-goal hockey game. The Komets with the cushion here, 5-3. We got 9:46 to go in the third.
Second power play of the period for Kalamazoo. We held them off the first one, did a good job. We got to do it again here. Face off in the Komet zone. Jinx will take the draw.
Face off to the right of Ferguson. As Shaw is in the box for tripping. Here's Tho. Sends it around the wall. Goes back behind the net. Chopped at by Verpass and no clear in the zone. Down it goes. Hildebrandt will stop it. It goes to Tho. And Tho will set up along the far side. Wings with it. Moving it ahead. It's going to go across the line. And it will be Ganley with it, coming up top of the blue line. Tho will hang on to it for a second. Petruzzelli got a piece of it.
Stick on it and got it out.
Wings will re-enter the zone. No, they will not. The Komets are there, right there at the blue line. Coming back out to the center line goes Tho. Now on the far side, it's Blaney. Blaney trying to zip it ahead. Goes onto the right side. Stick check there by Haas. Now they floated in front of the net. They could not connect. And now up top to the blue line. Here's Tho onto the right circle. Cross rink. Here's Blaney with it. Blaney with a lot of time. Floats it in front. Knocked away. It was Diamond Tony on the doorstep. Now Blaney on the near boards. Tries to go in front. Coming up top of the blue line. And it will be Tho.
Stayed in.
Back on the far side. Coming down low. They got a man right out in front. They score. It was Ross. And we got a 1-goal game.
Ross in front of the net. Nifty move between his legs. Gets a little flip chat. Beat Ferguson in tight. Defense didn't pick up the loose man. Ross gets the goal. Power play goal. Coming at 11:30, that goal. Power play. Second power play of the game for the Kalamazoo, and Ross getting both of them.
So the Komets.
Never a dull moment.
That's right. Never a dull moment. We were tied 3-3 coming into the third period. The Komets get 2 quick ones. Now Kalamazoo gets another power play goal. And it is a 1-goal hockey game. Puck comes all the way in to the Komet zone. It goes along the far side, and it gets out to St-Amant. St-Amant on the far side. Stick handling around one man. Can't get past the second one.
Offside. Hooking. Get a penalty.
Hooking will be
Kalamazoo,
the call.
Yep.
Kalamazoo goes to the box.
93, Taylor. Hooking coming back on the play. Komets get a break. Power play time. Komets. Let's make it happen here, guys. Need another goal.
Face-off will go to the right of Hildebrandt.
Face-off in the Kalamazoo zone. Power play, Komets. McKenzie after it.
Komets 0 for 10 on the last 10 power plays. So it'll be nice to get break that streak as the puck comes down to Ferguson. Coming up on 8 minutes to go here in the third. 5-4 Komets. Here's Henry. Komets Coming down the middle of the ice, over to McKenzie. McKenzie up along the far wall, back up top the blue line. Give and go here. Here's McKenzie. Thought about a shot. Now he's going to give it back up top of the blue line. Here's Henry in the high slot. Goes up top of the circle. Now over to St-Amant. Rattles among his legs. Here's a quick shot by Henry. Blocked. St-Amant gets it back. Now it's McKenzie in front to Rimshaw. Oh, they try to go back.
Too many passes, guys. Shoot
to St-Amant. It's broken up. And the Wings with it. They'll flip it into the Komet zone. 7:25 to go here in the third.
Komets.
It's a 1-goal game. And the Komets bring it across the line. Here's Jenks. Down low to Łyszczarczyk. Łyszczarczyk over onto the right side. It goes to Szydlowski. Szydlowski will take his time with it. Komets still on a power play here for 50 more seconds. Bowden's up top. Slides it over. Top of the far circle. Now up top to Sid. Here's a drive. A save made. What a rip by Bowden's.
Komets get possession again.
Bowden's with it. Top of the right circle. Slides it over. Man in front. It goes wide. Rebound. Score. Alan Łyszczarczyk.
Łyszczarczyk from a bad angle, but he squeezed it in. Power play goal, Komets.
Alan Łyszczarczyk breaks an 0 for 10 slump on the power play for the Komets. And it pushes that lead back up to 2.
13-11 that came at. Łyszczarczyk will get the goal.
Everybody high-fiving Dylan Ferguson. Now hopefully he can make this 2-goal lead stand up with another 6:46 or 6:49 to go in the third.
19th goal for Łyszczarczyk.
And the drop at center ice. Wings will bring it across fairly, going down in the corner. Had Haas on his back. Sends it up along the far side. It's going to get out to the center line. And the Wings go back in their own zone. Off the wall. And now flip back into the Komet zone. And it'll be Petruzzelli. Can't get it away from Wilson. And now it falls back into the Kalamazoo zone. Blaney with it. Sends it over onto the far side. And now Rimshaw in front. Taking a shot. Blocked by Edmondson. Goes up along the far side. And it's picked off of the center line by Bergh. Bergh will take the turn. He's going to drop it off. Rimshaw tries to center it. Here's a shot by Bergh. And a save made by Hildebrand off the right leg. Tied up in the corner, pitched up along the far side. Diamond Tony with it. Diamond Tony on the right wing. He'll flip it in. It's going to go all the way down off the end wall. And back after it is Pechnik. Goes up along the far side, coming down into the corner. Pechnik goes down below the goal line for Brett McKenzie. McKenzie's going to send it back, and now it will be the Komets with the puck. Charles St-Amant will take the turn. He'll flip it in off the end wall in the Kalamazoo zone. Hildebrandt will give it a jab. It goes along the far side, and now it goes down into the corner. And now out to Tho. Tho onto the right side. And the Wings will re-enter the Komet zone, bouncing down to Ferguson. He'll glove it down. He'll get a whistle, and that will take us down to the final timeout here in the third period. 6-4 Komets. You're listening to Komet Hockey on Whoa.
Hey, life is crazy fast. Fuel up right with Fresh Fit sandwiches at Subway restaurants. Our better-for-you options include turkey breast, black forest ham, and sweet onion chicken teriyaki on wheat with all the veggies. Get Fresh Fit, only at Subway. Fresh Fit refers to 6-inch subs on 9-grain wheat bread with all the fresh vegetables. Fresh Fit subs are prepared in front of you and not a diet program. Please consult your doctor before commencing any exercise or weight loss program to ensure that your own individual health circumstances are taken into account.
Bridgewater Golf Club in Auburn is always open to the public. You're enjoying a hockey game right now, but that doesn't mean you can't dream about golf. Warm days on a beautifully manicured course sounds good, right? Bridgewater Golf Club is an 18-hole par 72 course with tees for every skill level. Also, you can enjoy the Bridgewater full-service restaurant that's open year-round. Visit BridgewaterGC.com to see everything Bridgewater Golf Club in Auburn has to offer. Enjoy the rest of the game. You're listening to Komet Hockey.
Face-off will be to left to Dylan Ferguson. 6-4. Komets with the lead, trying to hang on. 36 shots on net tonight to the Wings 27.
Get it back. Jinx out there for the draw.
And it comes up top of the blue line. Here's Dunn. Going to go down into the corner. Gives it up along the far side. Here's a shot that
Ferguson
just rattles wide. Yeah. Ferguson got the right leg on it. Now it comes up top to the blue line. The Komets find a spot. It's Łyszczarczyk on the near side. Couldn't quite get it into the Kalamazoo zone. Now Łyszczarczyk, second effort. He'll bring it across. Look at the move here by Łyszczarczyk. Cut off on the play by Dunn. Able to put it out in front. And Jenks was trying to swipe it out of midair. Comes to the blue line and out. And the Komets, got to get back on side. And the whistle will blow with 4:49 to go here in the third.
And take the face-off back into the Komet zone. Line changed by both teams.
Face-off will go to the right of Dylan Ferguson. Drop comes up top to the blue line. Here's a one-timer missed, and it's going to go back out to the neutral zone. Haas with it. He'll go up along the left side. Now it's tossed into the Komet zone, and it goes down in the corner for Adam Henry. Henry up along the far side, coming up top to the blue line. Haas will move it over onto the left wing. Shot saved made by Ferguson, knocked away.
Scramble again in front.
Clear
the puck.
Tough one there for Ferguson. Now the Komets are able to get it all the way down the length of the ice. 6-4 Komets. Coming up on 4 minutes to go. Komets try to center it. Ganley with an interception. Banks it off the wall. Adam Henry will keep it in. It goes down to the corner. Here's Morrison. Morrison with it. Coming up top to the blue line. And Morrison couldn't quite get the handle on it. And now it is Taylor's turn with it. He'll flip it in. Gets it to Ferguson. He'll drop it. Keeping that clock moving.
Less than 4 minutes.
Going up along the far side. And it will be the Komets flipping it in. It's going to go down here on the near side wall. And now it goes underneath to McKenzie. McKenzie up along the far side. All the way down. Now he comes in front. Morrison, look at the moves. McKenzie, a shot, save made. And Hildebrandt could not quite hang on to the rebound. It's loose, and it goes to Brady Shaw to the blue line. Shot, save made by Hildebrandt. Kicked it out of there with the left leg. And now it goes into the near side for Diamond Tony. Can't clear it. Now Diamond Tony with a second effort. He'll get it out, and McKenzie will snag it. McKenzie at the center line. He lost it. And Fairley will come across. Komets back check in there. Able to move the puck along the near side. Comes down into the corner. Now back up along the near side. We've got a pile up here in the Komet zone. Everybody working the puck down low. It creeps down below the goal line, down in the corner. Peshnik down there. Now we got a penalty called. We should have a cross check there. Should be on Kalamazoo.
No, I think it's going to be against Haas.
Peshnik took the first two-hander there. And
then the Kalamazoo player came in, and then Haas came in behind him. So it could have been 3 penalties called, except Haas is the last one, and he gets nailed. Komets a man short, not good at this time. 2:52 to go in the period. Komets a man short, face-off in their own zone.
Now down by 2. Let's see if Hildebrandt comes out to make it essentially a 2-man advantage, but an empty net. Hildebrandt comes out to the hash marks. He's looking towards...
He'll wait to see where the draw goes and see what they do. If they win the draw, he'll be added to the bench.
Face off to the left of Ferguson. Under 3 to go. Komets in the penalty box.
Jenks against the draw.
Jenks will win it. He'll send it down the length of the ice. They can't get Hildebrandt off. He'll stop it. And he'll give it up to Tho. Tho goes behind the net. Komets in search of their 10th win against Kalamazoo this season. To the center line. The wings coming across the line, and it's going to skip over a skate and back into the Komet zone. Redicop will take a look at it. He'll dart it all the way down into the Kalamazoo zone. Hildebrandt will stop it. And it will be the wings bringing it forward on the left side. Tho will come up along the near wall, and it will be Redicop baking it off the wall, and that's going to find its way back into the Kalamazoo zone. Fairley with it, coming up on 2 minutes to go in the game. 1:10 to go in the penalty.
Stay up on him. Stay up on him. Outside, that's a play.
And offside will be the call on Kalamazoo with just 1:58 to go in the third.
Face-off will go outside the zone. Komets stood up on the blue line, made a good defensive play. Forced him to dump it in. Kalamazoo tried to carry it in. Komet defense stood up on him. 1:58 to go in the game. 1:06 in the penalty. Line change for the Komets. Finally getting everybody on that they want.
Face off will be just outside the blue line. Dylan Ferguson looks in as the puck is dropped. It comes out to center ice. Catalyst on the right side comes across the line, drops it back. Here's a shot.
Here comes Hildebrand.
Hildebrand comes out. Extra skater is on as the puck goes up into the safety screen. So Hildebrand will have a seat on the bench. Extra skater is on.
Face-off will be in the Komet zone. They're still a man short for 52 seconds. Kalamazoo has the extra attacker with the power play. Win the draw, guys. That's the key to it. Get it back in the corner. Komets get a chance to put who they want out there with the whistle. Most likely Jinx will go at center. No, just change up the defense.
1:44.
Now a timeout. Kalamazoo most likely.
6-4 Komets. We've got a timeout on the ice. We'll take another break. Just 1:44 to go. Komets trying to hang on. We'll be back. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WOWO.
Oscar C. Mitson Insurance Agency, the insurance provider of the Komets for 30 years. If you buy your auto and homeowners insurance from a website or 800 number, here's a better idea. Call Oscar C. Mitson Insurance. They are an independent agency with access to many companies. They'll find the fit for you at a price that fits you. Talk to an agent who lives here in Fort Wayne, an agent who is your neighbor. Call Oscar C. Mitson Insurance at 749-0100 or at OscarMitsonInsurance.com. And now back to Komet Hockey.
We've got a $1:44 left in this contest. Komets hanging on 6-4 right now. But here's the situation. We've got Kyle Haas in the box. Jake Hildebrand is out. Extra skaters on for Kalamazoo. It's a two-man advantage, but an empty net on the other end for the Komets to shoot for. And here is the drop to the right of Ferguson. Nope, we'll do it again.
So we got Bergh out there taking the draw, trying to get it back.
It's going to be Bergh. And Blaney wins it back. Comes up along the near side. Blaney hangs onto it. Now he finds an open man up top. It's Catalyst. Over to Sorensen. Sorensen switch spots. Wrist it. Hand on over. One-timer save made by Ferguson. And it's scooped up. It goes wide. Back on the near side. Coming to the blue line. It's Sorensen. Sends it over top of the circle. Got a man in front. It's tipped. And Ferguson hangs on.
Yeah. Nice little deflection by Kalamazoo, but Ferguson right there at the right spot. Stop the puck with no rebound on it. Face-off will stay in the Kalamazoo's in the Komet zone. Heads up, guys.
Design play there for Kalamazoo.
Nice deflection. Can't give them that time on the point. That's the thing about it. Just get out in the point, win the draw. Win the draw, guys.
Face off to the left. Ferguson. And it comes up top to the blue line. Here's Catalyst. Takes a shot off the post. That got the iron. And the Komets cleared all the way down. Just missing the open net. Komets on a penalty kill here, so no icing. And now we've got a penalty called on Kalamazoo with 1:01 to go. It was Jenks that got hit up along the near side. And going into the box is Fairley.
It's the owner.
So we had 9 seconds left on the penalty to Haas. And now Fairley goes in. And the Komets will be able to finish this one up on a power play.
9 seconds on the Kalamazoo penalty. The Komet penalty. And then we go right to power play. Face-off will be in the Kalamazoo zone. So we got a lot of good things going for us with a 2-goal lead.
So a lot going right here.
Yeah. Pretty solid third period for the Komets.
Komets got 2 on the board quickly. Brady Shaw has a hat trick tonight.
Yeah. Łyszczarczyk, his power play goal at 13-11, gave him the 2-goal lead again. Now we got timeout by the Komets.
The Komets will take one as well. We'll take a quick break. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
Aaron's has some really great news. Aaron's is offering 120 days same as cash. That's right, and here's how it works. Sign a new lease agreement and you have a full 4 months, 120 days to pay Aaron's everyday low price. They even offer a 20% instant rebate if you purchase outright. 120 days same as cash. Not bad, huh? Just stop by or call to learn more. And remember, you don't need credit. All you need is Aaron's. And nobody beats Aaron's. Nobody.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Jacob Insurance Service in Angola.
Face off to the right of Hildebrand. And we have got McKenzie on the face off.
4-on-4 right now, both goalies in.
And the drop goes down to the corner. Wilson winds up. Gets it into the neutral zone.
Less than a minute.
And the Komets are on a power play. There's Redekop on the near side. He goes behind the net. Flips it up along the far side. Cross-rink pass. Komets with it. And it's McKenzie.
Keep possession, guys.
Coming across the line. St-Amant in front. Shot. And a save by Hildebrand.
Yep, St-Amant right in the high slot where he wanted it. Good shot. Hildebrand down low. Made the save, no rebound. Good play, though. They set the big guy up that they wanted, St-Amant.
Komets lead this one 6-4.
38 seconds left.
Face off to the left of Hildebrand. That'll be McKenzie on the drop. And it goes into the corner. St-Amant goes in after it. Now it comes up along the near side. Down to 30 seconds to go. Shaw digs it off a stick. Cuts to the net. Shaw doesn't get a shot in. Held up by Catalyst for a moment. Now it's coughed up. St-Amant goes behind the net. Tries to feed it to Shaw. Up top it comes to the blue line. Here's a shot. It is blocked.
Deflected.
McKenzie on the near side with 17 seconds to go. And it's sent up along the far boards. Kalamazoo with the puck. St-Amant with it. Here's McKenzie entering the zone all alone. He shoots. Scores! St-Amant! Brent McKenzie had all day. He drew Hildebrand down. He took the puck. He dusted it off. He teed it up. And he decided to give it to St-Amant, who knocked it in.
He did everything you wanted to do. He set his linemen up. Lamont had just missed a pretty good scoring chance just before that. But McKenzie set him up in the high slot again. One-timer. Goaltender was out of position. Puck is in the net. 7-4 Komets. Good win, guys. Good win.
Just 5 seconds remain as Shaw St-Amant puts an exclamation point on this one. And here's the face-off. Going to go all the way back to Ferguson. Ferguson will stop it. And the Komets win it.
Big win.
A big 2 points in the standings. Toledo lost tonight 1-0.
Whoa.
So the Komets able to gain ground on second place with a big win. 7 goals up on the board. And the Komets win it.
Excellent third period to come back. They outscored 4-1 in that period. The big period was the second period when they scored 3 goals from the 7-minute mark to the 11:20 mark and took the lead. They outshoot them 40-30 in the game. Pretty solid period where they get in the goals, scoring goals. When the Komets are scoring goals, they can win hockey games.
And after getting shut out last night, putting a 7 spot up on the board, that's a good thing.
And they get a good rest for the week until they go back at it Wednesday here at home.
So the Komets winner 7-4. We'll be back to wrap it up. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
This is Martin Truex Jr., and as a NASCAR Cup Series champion, I love one-stop shopping. When I need fresh tires or fuel during a race, my pit crew takes care of everything. Off the track, I have an auto owner